had a great game plan against us last year, and I'm sure we're going to see a lot of the similar things. He knows how to scheme defenses. He knows the defense we run. We have to be prepared for him. He wants to run the football. He has three good running backs. He has a good quarterback in Felipe Franks and a strong offensive line. They're averaging 35 points per game. Van Jefferson's a good receiver, a transfer from Ole Miss, and so is Freddie Swan. The strength of their team is their defense. Todd Grantham is a friend of mine. He's a defensive coordinator, a defensive line guy. Him and Sal Sinceri coach those guys. They attack. I think they lead the conference in sacks. They're very aggressive. This is going to be the best defense we've faced so far this year. They're based out of a 3-4. They only give it 14 points per game.
Hello and welcome to this week's edition of Tigers Roar with Jordy Hultberg. I'm Tommy Kreis, and since Pelican took over Tigers Roar 3 years in, this is show number 398.
Really?
But it's the first one at Scoreboards Sports Grill and Catering here on Corsi
What a
Boulevard.
set. Top shelf.
The set is A+, no question about that. Got the logo. You need to connect. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Jordy, Scoreboards, grand opening.
Yep.
This Thursday, Friday, Saturday, October 4, 5, 6. Boiled snow crabs, corn, sausage, potatoes, catfish Italiano, the desserts, a little bit of everything at Scoreboards. They're going to have the LSU Florida game on. They're going to have MMA fighting Saturday night. They're going to have steak night Monday night when the Saints host the Redskins. It's a tailgate every
Fun
day.
place. It's a fun place to be. It's beautifully decorated. All kinds of sports images are here. The food is terrific. The staff is fabulous. It's going to be a fun place. So get in on the ground floor at Scoreboards, and it's great to be here for the debut of Tigers Roar.
Well, we had the sports update with Kate, which was taped here yesterday. We had the Roger Kadar show.
Oh, so we're third in line?
It's back this fall with Clarence Buggs as your host, and those are available right now at youtube.com/Pelican Broadcasting. Yeah, so we're in the three-hole. The best team, the best hitter, bats third in the lineup.
Makes sense.
So they got Tigers Roar third. You going with that?
I'm with that. How about the Tigers 5-0 heading to the swamp? Be careful.
Be very careful. However, I'm on the list of people who did not dream they would roll into October with a record of 5-0.
Me too. And this is truly, in a baseball jargon, murderer's row, and this will determine an awful lot. LSU, the table is set. If they can take care of their business, there will be no doubt that they belong in the upper echelon.
Well, there's 4 games coming up. Fortunately, 3 of them are in Tiger Stadium.
Right.
Georgia on the 13th, also a 2:30 kick. But this week, it's the Florida Gators. We all know all the stories.
Here's what I'm worried about.
What you worried about?
LSU fans, they're not thinking about this. They're waiting and looking forward to the following Saturday when Georgia comes to town. And you can't, this is not a gimme. I'm telling you, this is going to be a close, hard-fought game.
Well, the wise guys in Vegas, it's a 2.5-point line. I mean, that's one play out of both teams running 65, 75 snaps. Yeah. It's going to be, but Coach O said Wednesday morning in his weekly teleconference, other than Garrett Brumfield, the offensive lineman who will not play, everybody else is good to go. That's a healthy note heading into October.
Sadiq Charles is back. Lord Cushenberry's back at the center spot. Adrian McGee is back. You've got players who have filled in for them and have gotten some quality reps, so offensive line should be in check. But let's make it perfectly clear. If Joe Burrow plays against Florida like he did against Ole Miss, LSU wins the game. Which quarterback plays better, which one continues to protect the football, LSU will be fine.
Well, again, Joe Burrow was the SEC Offensive Player of the Week. He's won that twice in the first month of his career as a Tiger.
Yes.
All right, we want to remind you about the post-game show. Of course, you got LSU Florida kick right after 2:30.
We'll be live here?
Right after 2:30. Buddy Sanji and I will have the post-game show. Most importantly, your phone calls, your text messages, Facebook Live, TV, radio. Facebook Live thing's been going really well. You can even get that on a smartphone if you're running around and hear the audio. So want to remind you about that. Connect on social media. We at Pelican, the gang at Scoreboards, it's all on social media. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, the whole bit.
What time did y'all do the post-game show last week?
We started, what time? When Marty was the floor director. Right before midnight, I believe.
Right before midnight. Good.
Right at midnight? Yeah, because you see, I was concerned what would happen to Buddy at midnight. I don't know if he's ever been in public that late.
I was praying for no lightning, so that would have been awful.
But anyway, and then we have a TV programming note for you. This Friday night on Pelican Sports TV, we got live high school football. Coach Neil Weiner's Dunham Tigers. It's homecoming, and they'll play host to East Feliciana live on Pelican Sports TV Friday night. Airtime is 6:45. The kick at 7 o'clock. Dunham off to a great year. Some talented football players over there, including Derek Stingley Jr. Live on Pelican Friday night.
Do you see what he's done? He hadn't played in the fourth quarter in any game. He's already scored 15 touchdowns, interception returns, punt returns, kickoff returns, running the ball, fake two-point conversions. He's done it all. He's terrific.
And we remind you, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, October 4, 5, 6.
Opening.
3-day grand opening celebration with the bald snow crabs, the rest of the menu, the full-service bar, TVs everywhere, including the beautiful video wall that's right behind us here on the soundstage at Scoreboards, where every day is tailgate.
What do you always say? Spread the roar?
Spread the roar?
Spread the roar about Scoreboards. Absolutely.
Spread the board, huh? Can we go spread the board?
No.
No, that don't fit?
No.
I got to come up with something better than that?
That was
All right,
good.
we'll work on that. Let's tell you what we got on the program tonight. A treat for the regular viewers of Tigers Roar.
Well, that's subject to, that's debatable. Let's put it that way.
Not on the telephone, but live and in color. Mike Scarborough, TigerBait.com, is joining us in a little while. We're going to hear from Coach O. We got some players for you. Of course, we're going to keep reminding you about scoreboards, all that good stuff. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, we'll back it up a notch. We'll get the post-game comments after the victory over Ole Miss from Coach O, and then we'll turn it forward to the Florida Gators. So with Jordy Hultberg, I'm Tommy Kreis.
That's really cool.
From Scoreboards.
Really cool.
We're spreading the roar on Tigers Roar. Pelican Sports TV. Stay with us.
Look, your dad gave me his baby to go pick up your brother from the airport.
Oh, honey, just take Mom's car. She just had navigation installed.
I totally got this. We were just there.
Hey, isn't that?
Yep. I programmed the airport in, just in case.
You don't need a new car to have new technology. Mike's Audio, conveniently located on Airline Highway near the corner of Bluebonnet.
Hi, I am Dr. Farrell Frugier Jr., and I am a general dentist at Frugier Family Dentistry. I was born and raised in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I went to Catholic High School, LSU, and LSU School of Dentistry in New Orleans, where I received my DDS degree in 1986. I always have and will continue to be committed to continuing my education, to invest in technology which makes the diagnosis and delivery of dentistry more thorough, more comfortable, and more aesthetically pleasing. In our practice, we are here to serve the patients. We want to improve their quality of life and to develop relationships with our patients. In dentistry, we have a chance to impact lives on a daily basis, not just by doing dentistry, but by getting to know them and being a part of their life. We also believe in giving back to our community. So every year, we give back to the Greater Baton Rouge Food Bank, Toys for Tots, and Mary Bird Perkins Cancer Center. Please stop by and visit our office. We would love to take care of you and your family.
Hi, I'm Jordy Hultberg for Tremonti's Meat and Seafood Market at 12451 Old Jefferson Highway. Chairman's Reserve steaks, their pork, their chicken, their seafood, top of the line. Primo barbecue pits, Icy Tech coolers. They can go anywhere and cater anything for you. Go to 751-7665 to call Tremonti's Meat and Seafood Market, where good meat ain't cheap and cheap meat ain't good. Tremonti's Meat and Seafood Market.
Are you ready for this year's formal events? Weddings, homecoming, Mardi Gras, prom, pageants. Debbie's Bridal is having an inventory blowout sale. Don't be left out. Prices range from 20% off to 80% off. Happening now. Debbie's Bridal, Burnside in Gonzales.
Cypress Lake Apartments are conveniently located off Segan Lane in Baton Rouge, a CLK multifamily management property. Come see this community, which has many amenities including swimming pools, fitness room, playground, and much more. 1, 2, and 3 bedroom apartments. Stop by Cypress Lake Apartments, call 225-293-6789, or go online, live at cypresslakeapts.com. We continue with the Tigers Roar from scoreboards, where it's happening all weekend. Jordy, let's back it up to last Saturday. Your thoughts on the win over the Ole Miss Rebels?
45-16. I thought it was the most complete game LSU had put together. All 3 phases. Grant Delpit set the tone defensively with the interception. Joe Burrow was terrific. Spread the ball around to multiple wide receivers. The running game, they were balanced. Nearly 300 yards of running, nearly 300 yards of passing. That's exactly what this offense needed, because they're getting ready to go to Florida, where the defense will be very difficult.
This is what Coach Ed Orgeron had to say. Right. Okay. All right. Well, anyway. All right.
Well, it was a rainy kind of a night.
Yeah,
it was a rainy kind of night. They had
threat of weather.
There was a pall over Tiger Stadium with the loss of Wade Sims.
Oh,
that canceled the unveiling of the Billy Cannon statue, which I thought was a very first-class move. They honored the '58 national championship team. And anytime LSU and Ole Miss plays in football, it's a special time. It's a special feel.
I like the numbers on the helmet.
I loved it.
You were good with
I
that?
absolutely
Should do
loved
that every
it.
year for the Ole Miss game, well, whenever it's in Baton Rouge.
I absolutely loved it.
And I will say this, a lot of times statues, they're not great. That's
Well
spot
done.
on with Billy Cannon.
Well done.
And it was his wish to not have the helmet on.
Yeah.
He chose that. He knew the statue was going up. Obviously, passed away a few months back. I think the statue looks outstanding.
Brian Hanlon is the gentleman that does it. He did the Bob Pettit statue, did the Shaquille O'Neal statue, and this one as well. Is
Is he also doing the skip?
I think he does them all, yes.
Okay.
And the Pistol Pete.
It was spectacular, to say the least, right there. So, anyway, that's what you had last Saturday night. Earliest since 1940 that they played Ole Miss on the schedule. Go to hell, Ole Miss. Everybody loves to yell it. I heard it a lot last week.
Look, the defense stepped up. I really felt like they were challenged. I think Dave Aranda challenged them. They limited those 3 wide receivers to about 131 yards. A very, very good wide receiver crew. The defense was good. Look, held Ole Miss to 16 points. That's pretty darn good. So, job well done.
Yeah, again, Joe Burrow, the SEC Offensive Player of the Week. No surprise. That was his best game statistically, without question. So there you have it.
He's he's the 6th ranked total offense player in LSU history. Rohan Davey #1 with that game against Alabama, 500-something yards. He threw it for all of those yards. But Burrow nearly threw for 300, nearly ran for 100. You put it all together, that's why he's the SEC Offensive Player of the Week. And again, their most complete game of the season.
All right, we're going to take a break. Oh, okay. All right, we're going to keep talking. They're going to remind you.
This is live TV. This is what happens when sometimes you have some technical glitches. You just keep on keeping on.
The grand opening, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, the boiled snow crabs, boiled shrimp, sausage, corn, potatoes, the catfish Italiana, the po' boys. The mini muffalata is a big hit. Mini burgers, mini hot dogs. There's a kids menu. It's all about families here at Scoreboards. Of course, a full-service bar. TVs everywhere.
If you're not sure, Coursey Boulevard, closest to Airline Highway, where there's Anton's Fine Jewelers right next door to that. You can't miss it. It's a white picket fence with a baseball park in the front. All kinds of memorabilia, all kinds of fun little items. Every little detail, well done.
Well, you know Dennis Denicola, with all his Tiger stuff. He's played a large role in some of the decor around here. Yeah. Jordy, before you leave tonight, you got to sign the locker. They got a former athlete soccer locker where you put the old locker room signature on that, the years you played at LSU.
Right,
we will get you to do that. But, you could spend a good bit of time walking around here looking at some of the great memorabilia, including Pistol Pete Maravich straight across the wall on the wall from us.
My kids will enjoy it. They will be here. It'll be a fun time.
All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back, Mike Scarborough, TigerBait.com, live and in color. He's not on the phone. He's live and in color talking with Jordy after this pause. Spread the roar. You're watching Tigers Roar.
Look, your dad gave me his baby to go pick up your brother from the airport.
Oh, honey, just take Mom's car. She just had navigation installed.
I totally got this. We were just there.
Hey, isn't that...
Yep. I programmed the airport in, just in case.
You don't need a new car to have new technology. Mike's Audio, conveniently located on Airline Highway near the corner of Bluebonnet.
Hi, I am Dr. Farrell Frugier Jr., and I am a general dentist at Frugier Family Dentistry. I was born and raised in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I went to Catholic High School, LSU, and LSU School of Dentistry in New Orleans, where I received my DDS degree in 1986. I always have and will continue to be committed to continuing my education, to invest in technology which makes the diagnosis and delivery of dentistry more thorough, more comfortable, and more aesthetically pleasing. In our practice, we are here to serve the patients. We want to improve their quality of life and to develop relationships with our patients. In dentistry, we have a chance to impact lives on a daily basis, not just by doing dentistry, but by getting to know them and being a part of their life. We also believe in giving back to our community. So every year, we give back to the Greater Baton Rouge Food Bank, Toys for Tots, and Mary Bird Perkins Cancer Center. Please stop by and visit our office. We would love to take care of you and your family.
Hi, I'm Jordy Helper for Tremonti's Meat and Seafood Market at 12451 Old Jefferson Highway. Chairman's Reserve steaks, their pork, their chicken, their seafood, top of the line. Primo barbecue pits, Icy Tech coolers. They can go anywhere and cater anything for you. Go to 751-7665 to call Tremonti's Meat and Seafood Market, where good meat ain't cheap and cheap meat ain't good. Tremonti's Meat and Seafood Market.
Are you ready for this year's formal events? Weddings, homecoming, Mardi Gras, prom, pageants. Debbie's Bridal is having an Enjoy blowout sale. Don't be left out. Prices range from 20% off to 80% off. Happening now. Debbie's Bridal, Burnside in Gonzales.
Cypress Lake Apartments are conveniently located off Segan Lane in Baton Rouge, a CLK multifamily management property. Come see this community, which has many amenities including swimming pools, fitness room, playground, and much more. 1, 2, and 3 bedroom apartments. Stop by Cypress Lake Apartments, call 225-293-6789, or go online, live at cypresslakeapts.com.
Welcome back to Tigers Roar, live from Scoreboard Sports Grill and Catering. Jordy Helper joined by, yes, the one and only Mike Scarborough of the very new and improved TigerBait.com, recruiting service that covers all of LSU sports We appreciate you being here, buddy. How you been?
Good. I like the new place. This is going to be nice.
All right. Let's. As last time we spoke, LSU got commitment number 20. I always think of Ghostbusters when I hear Ray Parker, but Ray Parker, a big offensive lineman from Ruston.
Yeah, offensive lineman, possibly in the future, tight end.
Okay.
We put some video up of him a few hours ago, and he moves real well. I mean, you could see where Ensminger would like him as a tight end. They're thin at tight end.
Okay.
But, you know, he could get on campus, and next thing you know, he's 20 pounds heavier,
Right.
and he's an offensive tackle. And I don't think you can go wrong with him either way because he moves his feet real well, runs. He's kind of a lumbering tight end. But, you know, with the type of offense they run, they need that type of guy who can help in blocking schemes and also can extend the field.
He may have to battle James Craig because they're pretty thin at offensive line as well, but hopefully they've addressed that matter.
Well, if you know, depending on what happens with Ed Ingram
Right.
in his legal situation, you get him back, and then you've got this great 19 class of offensive linemen. You know, you usually don't want freshmen to have to come in next year
Right.
and play, but I mean, look
You
at what
might have to.
Sadiq Charles and Ed Ingram
Yes.
did last year.
Right.
And then you've got guys this year who have just moved to that side of the ball.
You're right. Gary Rosenthal.
Yeah, I mean, so what a job Coach Craig has done.
Yeah,
I mean, new scenarios each week, and he's making it work at the highest level. So you just wonder if eventually that's going to run out, you know.
Mike, LSU, Florida, IMG's kind of stuck right in the middle between Gainesville and Baton Rouge. LSU's after several IMG Academy players.
Right.
Florida also after them as well, or is there any competition there for them?
Yeah, you know, obviously it's everybody's recruits IMG, but with what LSU's got left with 20 commitments, you're like the two Sopsher brothers, Noah Kane at running back.
All right, that's story. A quarterback maybe?
You got Lee at receiver, and then another quarterback.
Or do they save one of those 5 for a grad transfer?
Well, is that maybe what the Rodney Sopsher spot is?
Okay.
Is it a deal where he's kind of like Justin Jefferson out there? If you qualify, we'll have a spot for you. If not, and he doesn't make it, then they've got a spot if they need a graduate transfer in the spring, which has obviously been beneficial.
If they get all of those, does that class satisfy everything that you need? And is it the class that you anticipated being so highly regarded in the state of Louisiana?
Yeah, I think so. Other than John Emery, he would be the only defection that you would have lost this year. And you think about what we were talking about last year, how vital it was, you know, from a perception standpoint to keep everybody home. You're keeping everybody home but John Emery. Of course, they're still recruiting him. You never know what can happen. He could do a Jamar Chase late. And certainly, you know, he's going to be watching what happens when Georgia comes to town. But he seems pretty steadfast right now. But I think that's a darn good to keep everybody home but one that you've offered.
Right.
And that's the way it's looking right now. That's incredible when you've got the likes of Georgia, who's a hot program right now, Alabama, Texas A&M, who's full with 25 right now, #1 ranked in the country. But I think LSU can get inside the top 5 with what's left on the board. And you still got some guys that are already committed that I think their rankings are going to move up.
Okay.
Because you still got multiple ranking periods across the networks. So.
Who is that quarterback? Give me some names of the quarterbacks that they're out there looking at, and who do you think they would really like to have?
Well, you know, you've got the JUCO kid out there that came in during the summer that's committed to Troy, and then you've got the one in Rome, Georgia, Keenum.
Okay. What about the Warren Eastern quarterback,
Lance Lejeune? You know, I don't know how far he's down the board. I think he's got a ways to go.
Okay.
So, yeah.
But
I liked Jacob Free, the kid from Mississippi, the JUCO kid. But I think that they would probably rather go the route of Rome, Georgia, Keenum.
Okay.
Just because he's a 4-year guy.
Gotcha. It sounds to me like 2019 is basically, from your perspective, just about done, and you're focusing on the following year because it never stops.
Yeah, we're doing 2020. Obviously we're out every weekend, but if we can pick games where we're filming and you've got a bunch of 20 kids, that's kind of where we're going because the 19 this class is really basically done, just waiting for it all to finish up.
All right, so sounds good. TigerBait.com. Tell us all about the new site.
That's it. If you're an LSU fan, we'd love to have you. I always say that, and it's been absolutely phenomenal, the reaction that we've gotten. And $1 gets you a month of Tiger Bait, and I think if you're an LSU fan, you get on site, play around with it, you'll absolutely love what you see. And it's been fantastic. We're 2 months in on the new platform, and loads of recruiting, team coverage with our Brian Lazar, Alex Liggett at practice just about every day.
Okay.
And we're at 3 or 4 high school games between Thursdays and Saturdays.
And the video is outstanding. High def, it's really good.
Yeah, that's what we pride ourselves on.
Thanks for coming over, buddy. We'll look forward to
it.
having you all the time, man. Mike Scarborough, TigerBait.com. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back with more. This is Tigers Roar live from Scoreboards, Sports Grill, and Catering on Coursey Boulevard.
No one can stop me when I taste the feeling. Nothing could ever bring me down. Nothing could ever bring me down. Taste the feeling.
You've got to be kidding me. Our insurance rates went up again. Did you get another ticket?
Oh man, play cool. You again. Officer.
You don't need a new car to have new technology. Mike's Audio, conveniently located on Airline Highway near the corner of Bluebonnet.
You got me a radar detector?
It's a lot cheaper than another ticket.
Balello's Furniture and Appliances, your dependable independent. Depend on us for service, for selection, for price. Get huge Whirlpool savings. Shop now and save on Whirlpool appliances throughout the store. Plus, experience our price match guarantee and ask about special financing. You can depend on the know-how of people who live appliances every day. Balello's Furniture and Appliances, your dependable independent with nationwide buying power.
Hi, I am Dr. Farrell Frugier Jr., and I am a general dentist at Frugier Family Dentistry. I was born and raised in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I went to Catholic High School, LSU, and LSU School of Dentistry in New Orleans, where I received my DDS degree in 1986. I always have and will continue to be committed to continuing my education, to invest in technology which makes the diagnosis and delivery of dentistry more thorough, more comfortable, and more aesthetically pleasing. In our practice, we are here to serve the patients. We want to improve their quality of life and to develop relationships with our patients. In dentistry, we have a chance to impact lives on a daily basis, not just by doing dentistry, but by getting to know them and being a part of their life. We also believe in giving back to our community. So every year, we give back to the Greater Baton Rouge Food Bank, Toys for Tots, and Mary Bird Perkins Cancer Center. Please stop by and visit our office. We would love to take care of you and your family.
For Total Home Pest Control, who are you going to call?
Call the Bug Man, 923-BUGS.
For total pest control for your home or business, call the original Salvat.
Call the Bug Man today, 923-BUGS.
Really appreciate Mike Scarborough of TigerBait.com stopping by here at Scoreboards. Jordy, you made the comment earlier. LSU at Florida, be careful. Elaborate on that.
Tough place to play. Tim Tebow is going to be inducted into the Florida Ring of Honor. Place is going to be packed. Dan Mullen's urging the fans to come on out. It'll be sold out. It'll be a raucous atmosphere. And Florida LSU permanent East-West division opponents. They always play tough. LSU sneaked out a 17-16 win last year. I think Dan Mullen's a better coach than what they had last year. This is going to be a tough game, I promise you.
Well, Florida, kind of like everybody else, been trying to find themselves a little bit. I mean, LSU is one of the undefeated teams in the country, but there's a lot of other teams, Mississippi State, a future opponent of LSU, trying to find themselves a little bit too.
LSU's played a more difficult schedule. They've handled it better, but Florida's starting to get a little bit better after their loss to Mississippi. They beat Mississippi State. They lost to Kentucky, came back, beat Mississippi State. I'm telling you, they're going to be very good defensively, sound in the kicking game. They can pressure Felipe Franks. This was a kid that LSU wanted, remember? That's a big, strong kid, but he hasn't lived up to the billing. But something about Dan Mullen makes quarterbacks better.
Yeah, so and you've been there, done that. The Swamp can be loud and tough.
It's going to be loud.
The crowd is right on the field.
It's going to be hot, and it's a tough place.
All right, we got some question and answers with Coach Ed Orgeron about his football team and getting ready for the matchup with the Florida Gators this Saturday in Gainesville. Here's Tiger head football coach Ed Orgeron.
Like you said, I know you don't feel you're a finished product, but what are a key or two keys maybe that have gotten y'all to this point? The things that y'all have done well or overcome, like the offensive line, to help you guys?
I think playing as a team. I think ruling out individual goals, putting it more as a team, being non-selfish, getting a lot of guys involved in the program, making plays, making themselves feel good about themselves. You can see guys like Stephon Sullivan, D. Anderson, Racey McMath. They was in practice last week. They're excited. You know, giving everybody a piece of the action, giving them some accountability. I think that the analysts that we have on our football team, we're so much more prepared this year than at all last year. And Dave Aranda was doing practically all the breakdown work, and now it's all done on Sunday. Guys are giving more advice. We meet more as a football staff this year than we ever have. Guys are in there meeting their rooms, offense, defense, special teams. We're much more organized. I think those things give an effect to a better practice. But you got to give the credit to our players. They want to win. You can see that look in the eye. I think it's a want to, a will to win, good leadership, those things, and turnover ratio.
Ed, there was a point in Saturday's game where you guys had, on defense, forced 4 3-and-outs in a row.
Yeah.
What can consecutive 3-and-outs do, and is that a big part of Dave Aranda's scheme?
We need more of them. Yes, we need more of them. We preach them. This game was a struggle, believe it or not, defensively the whole game. I mean, we're pulling our teeth out almost every play. And to get the right call, to make sure that they don't hit the home run ball on us, formations and plays were very difficult. And we had some difficult calls to make and some lookovers. So we had to strain to finish on this game. We never thought that we had put this team away. So those 3-and-outs helps us, gives our defense a rest, gets a very explosive offense.
You've been critical of the pass rush, I guess, the last few games. I mean, I guess where would you identify where the issues are there? How would you define
Yeah,
it?
you know, we had some good pressure on the quarterback this week. We had some different blitzes. We had some different personnel groupings, but we missed contained. On contained, you got to come from the upfield shoulder. Now, we had some new guys doing it, but we let the quarterback roll out on us too many times. So those are one issues. The other issues, we got to get better at our 4-man rush. We're not where we need to be.
In the middle here. Obviously, I guess LSU has defied some people's expectations, but I wonder what has gone exactly as you expected to this point in the season, and what has been unexpected or the biggest surprise?
I knew that we'd be solid on defense. I always thought that we could run the ball. I believe that our backs, they're a little bit better than I thought they'd be. Nick is running faster than he did in the years previous. Clyde is about what I thought he was going to be. I thought Clyde would be a really good player. Joe is making progress every week. I believe that the passing game that you saw against Ole Miss is the one I expected all year. I totally believe in Coach Ensminger's ability to get people open and make plays, call plays. I believe in Jerry, and I believe in Mickey, and I believe we have a great set of receivers. So we finally got the receivers in the right spot. We finally doing the right plays to get the receivers open. So I think that's the biggest improvement we're making. On defense, the play of Christian Fulton and Kelvin Joseph is important to us. They still need to continue to make progress. I think one of the biggest surprises to me is Jacob Phillips. I mean, he is playing outstanding football. I knew he'd be a good player. I didn't know how fast he would mature, and he has matured. I think he's one of our best players on our team. And then the biggest surprise to me is the play of Grant Delpit. The ability for him to move around, the plays that he's making in the post, the coverage, the rushes. He's a fantastic football player. But the coaching of Bill, which he's able to do, and the different things we're able to do with him and Corey back there now that we have two DB coaches, I think it's really made a difference in our team.
Coach, a lot of LSU fans have enjoyed the Fehoko family and the way that they interact and everything. Well,
I have too.
Are they some of the more unique people you've ever met in your college coaching career?
You know he was the Hawaiian warrior, right? You know that, correct? He was the mascot. He was the Hawaiian mascot. That big muscled-up guy you saw running out, that's him. And I remember on his visit, Braden came here to get coached. And on his visit, obviously Pete and I spent a lot of time with him. And I walked into the weight room, and he had a 120-pound dumbbell. And he was curling it for sets of 20. I said, well, if I sign his boy better play, I'll tell you that. But Miss Linda was great. They're great people. I love their culture. I love everything about, they bring a lot of energy. They bring a lot of family to our football team. Very important to us.
Ed, you mentioned Grant Delpit's play. Could you talk a little about how dynamic of a player he can be and how important that is to the defense? You said it was a big part of Saturday's game plan as well.
Big part, yes. We can move him around. We can do a lot of things, personnel groupings. And with all the spread offenses that we're seeing, you need to move you guys around. We need to put more speed on the field. And he's given us more speed in the pass rush. He's given us better coverage. Again, those were some very good receivers we're playing against. We played them in the post. His job was to midpoint Z and X, key the quarterback, break on the quarterback, and intercept the ball just like it was planned. He did it. He is a dominating player.
Coach, here on the left. Last year you ran 500 yards on Ole Miss. How important was it for the offense this game in a game that you probably could have run for a lot of yards in to keep the playbook open, have the best night passing the ball, and kind of keep that momentum going?
Yeah, I think it was a confidence, give Joe confidence in the different receivers. We did some different things in play action pass, which gave us better protection. The ability to have Racing McMath as a receiver and a /move tight end is just like getting a free agent because he was not playing at wide receiver. And now we moved to a different position. He can be an excellent player. D. Anderson, the play of Sullivan, those guys are coming alive. So we have more guys we can give the ball to the way we're running the ball. And then the play of our offensive line. Now we create depth. We have our starters come back. Hopefully Sadiq's back this week. Hopefully Garrett's back in the next couple of weeks. Now we have depth. We can rotate those guys as being a big advantage. I give all the credit to Coach Ensminger and the development of Joe Burrows. I think Joe is a quarterback that's very smart. You saw the way he can run the football. Obviously, we would love to run him a little bit more, but we only have two quarterbacks, so we need to be careful. So all those things are coming into play, but we're going to be challenged more than we've ever been challenged this week by the Florida defense.
Ed, on your right. Do you think the band should play neck?
What's that?
Do you think the band should play neck?
You know, that's not my business. You know, I kind of like the song. I don't like some of the words of it. I got to say that. I don't like some of the words. I like the tune. I think it gets everybody fired up, but that's not my business.
I was actually just kidding. But you just talked about it. I was hoping you could elaborate a little on Racy and that tight end, what he adds, what dimension he adds to the offense.
Speed, ability to catch the ball, mismatches, And, Racey's 220, he can block. He can block, he's physical and he's tough. And again, here's a young man that's hungry and wants to play. Now he's getting his chance to play. So they bring a tremendous attitude at practice.
Coach, right here. Burrow's running ability, was that something that you guys knew he had in him before you got him? I mean, obviously you kind of knew he was a little athletic, but utilizing him so much, was that kind of a pleasant surprise once he got here? Did you kind of know that all along?
We knew it all along. I'm the one that's a little apprehensive of doing it. I think Coach Ensminger wants to do it a lot more. And obviously, I want to keep him healthy. But we knew he can do it. Thank you, guys.
Well, Coach O will
Time
be
to look
center
ahead.
stage again. Look ahead. Florida Gators will focus on that. And
The last time LSU faced Todd Grantham and Dan Mullen, it was a 37-7 blasting in Starkville. Payback time.
Yeah, so I think Coach O would like nothing more. And of course, I'll be a little more descriptive on the radio Friday, which we'll do radio from scoreboards from 3 to 5 Thursday and Friday this week. You're welcome to stop by, of course, the grand opening. But I think LSU's going to win. I think they're going to be 6-0 when we're sitting here next week.
Let's
Jordan.
put it this way. If LSU plays their best and Florida plays their best, LSU wins because they're the better team.
Well, we're going to take a break. We come back, we're going to hear from two of the people that will play a key role, Joe Burrow, Greedy Williams. That's up next when we return with more of Tigers Roar here on Pelican Sports TV from Scoreboard Sports Grill and Catering, where it's happening. Do stop by. Grand opening Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Boiled Snow Crabs. You got the LSU Florida game. You got an MMA fight Friday, Saints Redskins Monday with steak night. Saturday. Come on over to Scoreboards next to Anton's Fine Jewelers, just east of Airline and Corsi.
Fun place.
Come check it out. Connect on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. We'll be right back.
I knew I could get myself out of this. I just needed some hope and some help.
I took the first step to recovery when I made the call.
If you're depressed, drinking, and using drugs, you may need help. And the Affordable Care Act guarantees coverage of substance abuse. Call the Addiction, Hope, and Helpline now for a free assessment.
I had problems just getting to sleep, drinking and using pills every night.
I feel like I'm losing control. I'm afraid I'll lose my job or even my family.
Are you losing hope? You can recover and get back on track. Call now for hope and help with proven, gentle recovery programs.
I never thought that I could be somebody who didn't drink and use drugs.
I have something to hold on to for strength. I'm in recovery, getting the help I need.
Call the Addiction, Hope, and Helpline now for a free assessment with someone who cares.
Call 800-383-8177. 800-383-8177.
The Acord Eye Clinic has moved to a new office, just minutes from the old office at 8280 YMCA Plaza Drive, Building 9. Dr. Shonda Acord and her staff welcome patients of all ages, including children and adults. They have a wide variety of frames and sunglasses, including Maui Jim. The Acord Eye Clinic features modern instruments and state-of-the-art technology, including digital retinal scanning with Optomap, hard-to-fit contact lenses, as well as professional care and service. Open Monday through Friday, 8 till 5. Call for an appointment, 225-767-EYES, and visit the website, visionsource-br.com. The Acord Eye Clinic looks forward to seeing you.
They said I could find you here. Why are you fishing? Our company's got to ship out 2 full color brochures and 20 color copies. You're killing me.
It's done. Designed, printed, packaged, and shipped.
How?
You just got to know the right people. Baker Printing, the printing people.
How come you get to fish in this private lake?
Like I said, you just got to know the right people. You can know the right people too.
Are you ready for this year's formal events? Weddings, homecoming, Mardi Gras, prom, pageants. Debbie's Bridal is having an inventory blowout sale. Don't be left out. Prices range from 20% off to 80% off. Happening now. Debbie's Bridal, Burnside in Gonzales.
Hi, I'm Bobby Yarborough with Manda Fine Meats. Here at Manda, we know what the folks of South Louisiana love. They love great flavored smoked sausage, delicious deli meats, and specialty items like boudin and andouille sausage. Manda Fine Meats has been providing these products since 1947. We produce them right here in Baton Rouge, so you know you're always getting the freshest product at your local grocery store. Manda Fine Meats. Taste the fresh local flavor in everything we make. Make it Manda every time.
Hello. Hola. 你好.
Experience what the Baton Rouge International School can offer your children. Now welcoming displaced students for short and long-term stability.
Joe Burrow, 5-0, two-time SEC Offensive Player of the Week. Best night statistically by far against the Ole Miss Rebels.
Yep.
You said it. Spread the ball around. 9 different people caught passes.
72% completion percentage. He hadn't crossed over the Mendoza line of 50%. He goes up to 72%, and he was effective running the football. And again, didn't turn the ball over throwing the ball. No interception, good shape.
He led the team in rushing with 96 yards.
Yep.
Let's hear from the quarterback, the graduate transfer to junior in the game day program. Here's Tiger quarterback Joe Burrow.
You know, not really. We have a lot of playmakers, and when the offense is running smoothly, they all get to touch the ball.
Did you think the guy cheap shotted you at the end of the game?
No. It was clean.
Clean?
Yeah.
So you didn't think he deserved a flag?
No. Did they call a flag?
Yeah.
Oh. I'm not going to complain about a flag, but I thought it was pretty clean.
So what's it mean to have the kind of balance you guys did where you hit your shots in the passing game but still keep them honest?
Yeah, I mean, that's what you look for in an offense. When you're balanced, 50-50 running, 50-50 passing, it's really ideal.
It seems like third down has been something that y'all been talking about recently. How do you feel like you guys did today? It seemed like you had a couple of big shots.
I'll have to go back and watch the film and see the stats, but I think we played pretty well on third down. I'm not sure exactly what our percentage was, but I felt like we had a good game plan and we executed it.
What did you think of Justin Jefferson?
He had 99 yards. He can't get 100. That's kind of our running joke. He always gets 97, 99, can't get 100. But he's a go-to guy for me. He plays really well.
You score in the first 4 possessions after the missed field goal. I mean, what's it like when the offense is just rolling like that?
Yeah, we score the first 4 times, and then we kind of tail off. It's kind of how it's been all season. We really need to get that fixed and stop getting sluggish in the late second quarter, early third quarter.
It looks like you're gaining a lot of confidence. Is that accurate?
Absolutely. I think we're really starting to get a feel of each other. Offensive line, receivers, me, running backs. Like I told you guys a couple weeks ago, I think the offense is getting ready to take off. I thought we took a stride tonight.
Did it feel good to finally find the end zone in the third quarter?
Yeah, absolutely. I think we went 3 straight possessions without scoring any points, and we needed some points. Otherwise, they started to mount a comeback right there, and those last 2 drives were critical. Otherwise, it was going to be a close game.
It seemed like the run game set up a lot of play action. How did that play in the game today?
Absolutely. When you're LSU and you run the ball really well, play action is going to be critical, and we were able to hit them tonight.
Joe, not many people have you guys pegged at 5-0 at this point. Is there any satisfaction into kind of proving the whole world wrong so far?
A little bit. I wouldn't say that there's more satisfaction in just going 5-0 without people doubting us. Whenever you're 5-0, you can't complain, but we still have a lot of room to get better.
Talk about the growth of the receivers, maybe your confidence in them as a whole. It seems like each week it's a different guy making plays for you.
Yeah, we have a lot of playmakers, and when you're able to get them the ball in space, they can go make plays. Terrace had a big play in the third quarter there on a little hook route, made somebody miss, and went for like 60, 70 yards. When you have playmakers like that, it makes my job easy.
Is it just time on task with them? Each game you guys kind of develop a little more rapport?
Yeah, when going into the season, when you have 10 new starters, guys that haven't played a lot of meaningful football. There's going to be some growing pains, and I think we're starting to play through that.
What do you think of SEC football?
It's physical, for sure. Got hit a couple times tonight, and I got up and I was like, whew. I told him, nice hit. We can come back and do it next time too, but it's been fun.
Your offensive line has had a different combination every game. What can you say about those guys and their ability to stay in it?
Yeah, they've done a great job responding to adversity. I don't think we've had the same combination of 5 in any game yet, and Coach O always says next man up, and that's what they did tonight.
We continue with Tigers Roar here at Scoreboard.
Why are you stumbling?
And the set just got better looking. I couldn't remember whether it was the post game or it was Tigers
Oh,
Roar.
yeah,
But
whatever.
see, the set just got a lot better
Whatever.
looking,
Boy,
Jordy.
you choked on that.
Did I?
Yeah, you choked.
It happens. Well, we got Maddie with us. She's
Maddie.
ready to serve you all weekend long during the grand opening ceremonies and
All
food
starts-
and fun and drink.
Starts Thursday at 5 p.m., Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We've got snow crabs. We've got steak night on Monday. All sporting events that you could ever imagine. If you want to see it, we've got the capability of showing it.
Lots of TVs, the video wall, which looks better now that Maddie's up here. Much better than just Jordy and I. But there's plenty of stuff going on here. You need to connect on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. There's going to be a Snapchat thing happening too in the next couple of weeks. All that stuff. Going to have the big MMA fight on Saturday night. I mean, if
That's
it's
a
going
freebie,
on,
too. That's a freebie for everybody.
If it's going on, you need to be here. The great bartenders, the staff, the food, the drink. It's a family friendly. There's a kids menu section, so it's happening. Maddie, you ready for the big weekend?
Oh, I'm more than ready. We are more than prepared, too.
There you go. It's going to be good stuff here at Scoreboards. Right next to Anton's Fine Jewelry, a little bit east of Airline and Corsi. You'll see the big sign. Check it out. Plenty of parking available. That's always a big question. And Jordy, I'm looking forward to a grand opening weekend.
It'll be a lot of fun, and a lot of people put a lot of effort into this, and it's going to be well worth it. It's a fun place. Plenty of room, plenty of televisions, food, all kind of drinks, whatever you need. It's got it. Now, this is a sports grill. So if you come in here looking for movies and all, that's not it. This is sports. We got everything on. I'm looking at stuff right now. My head's on a swivel. There's so many things to look at. TVs everywhere. Great sports memorabilia. And you never know who you might meet when you walk in.
Yeah, there's tons of stuff. You can spend some time walking around looking at all the great sports memorabilia that's here. I mean, some really cool things, some seats from the football stadium, seats from the basketball arena. I mean, you got tables decorated. You can play paper football. It's like a tailgate, 7 days a week, tailgate and party. That's the whole thing.
I've got to tell you, had a little sneak taste of the snow crabs.
Those
Wow.
are good.
They're in crab boil. It's phenomenal. It is well worth it, and they ample servings with the corn and the potatoes and the sausage, and that's going to be every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Trust me, you're going to love it, and you're going to want more of it.
No
I
question
promise.
about that. And again, to keep up, connect on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, share it with your friends. Help us spread the word around. We're ready for you to just bombard it and have a tailgate party 7 days a week. I don't care if it's LSU, Southern Saints, prep football, MMA fighting. I mean, if it's a sporting event, Major League Baseball playoffs, October is a month of baseball playoffs. I love that. They'll have it on the screens, and if you're sitting down, you want something changed on the screen, they'll be happy to do that for you.
So Saturday, you've got no plans. LSU in Florida, 2:30 kickoff. Come on in. Eat, drink, and be merry, and cheer the Tigers on to 6-0 so that it gets really crazy the next Saturday with another 2:30 kickoff, and the Georgia Bulldogs will be undefeated as well. It'll be a 2 versus 5, knock on wood, if everybody takes care of their business. And what a week lead up that will be.
And you got to get here on Friday night of the Georgia game in case there's some Bulldog fans in here.
Oh, yeah.
Tiger fans, you're going to have to do your thing,
That's right.
and then you got more Bulldogs the next week.
That's right.
Mississippi State.
3 games in a row at home. This is the place to
With
be.
an open date in there.
Yep, that's right.
Jordy, what are you going to dress up for the Scoreboard's Halloween costume contest?
I thought I was already done.
Sportscaster?
Yeah,
You going to the
I already
sportscast?
was, yes. I thought I was.
You're going to dress up as the co-host
It's about the extent that I go, yes.
Yeah, there you go. Hey,
Yes.
a couple other things. Don't forget the post-game show Saturday right after LSU in Florida, about 6 p.m. Radio, TV, Facebook Live. That's been a big hit, the Facebook Live. It's a 90-minute program. The most important part, your phone calls, your text messages, reports from the stadium, Ronnie Rance of Jumbo Sports Network, Brian Lazar of TigerBait.com. TV repeats Sunday morning, 9 a.m. and 10:30 a.m. It'll go up on YouTube.com/Pelican Broadcast. And don't forget the 2 new shows, Sports Update with Kate, available now at YouTube.com/Pelican Broadcasting. And again this fall, the Roger Kadar Show, hosted by Clarence Bugg. So those shows are taped on Tuesday. Come out and check it out. Have some lunch. Have some fun here at Scoreboards. Jordy, it's been a lot of fun. Like I said, this is show 398 since after the 3-year window.
When it's 400, you're going to send up balloons.
We got to get
and all?
a cake. We got to get a touchdown.
Get
cake
Marty
from the
Allen and
kitchen.
Bird on camera and everybody else.
We don't want Marty on camera. No, we don't want that. Okay, we want Maddie on camera.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, can we do that?
Yes.
All right, Jordy, grand opening Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Everybody, please
Come on out
spread
and
the
say
word.
hello to us.
Connect on social media. Check out the post-game show, the MMA fight Saturday night. And of course, steak night Monday night. Saints, Redskins in the Dome. Drew Brees, in all likelihood, breaks Peyton Manning's all-time career passing yards record.
He better.
The Dome is going to be rocking,
He
no
better.
question about that. All right, on behalf of everybody at Scoreboards, the entire crew and staff, and all the people that work so hard here, and on behalf of everyone at Pelican Broadcasting, Maddie, who brought great looks to the set, aside from Jordy and I, we personally invite you, we cordially invite you to come on out to Scoreboards at your next opportunity, especially this Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Jordy, spread the roar.
All right, let's go. Go Tigers.
That's
See you
going to
next
do
time.
it. Tigers, Gators in the swamp on Saturday here at Scoreboards.
It's time to find out the truth about health insurance.
True or false? I can't get health insurance because I missed the open enrollment period. False.
If you had a life change, such as moving, getting married, having a child, or a job loss, you are eligible to buy a new policy.
I don't have a life-changing event, so I can't get health insurance. False.
You can purchase affordable short-term policies even if it's not open enrollment.
I have to spend hours shopping around for an insurance policy that's right for me. False.
Call Healthcare will connect you with licensed agents that do the work for you, comparing hundreds of options, making sure you get a policy that fits all your needs at the best price.
Call now and we'll connect you to a licensed agent that will answer all your questions. The call and the service are free, so what are you waiting for?
Call Healthcare, getting the coverage you need at a price you can afford. Call now. Representatives are standing by to assist you.
No one can stop me when I taste the feeling. Nothing could ever bring me down. Nothing could ever bring me down. Taste the feeling.